The Karmic Mirror, an investigative inquiry into a hidden mechanism of esoteric justice. What if across secret societies, mystical religions, and occult circles there exists a concealed method, known only to initiates, called the Karmic Mirror? A mechanism, not metaphorical, but intentional, designed to show individuals the consequences of their actions before they unfold, or worse, to force them to live through their own projected harm. Abstract. Across the shadowed halls of esoteric orders, mystical traditions, and occult practices, whispers circulate of a mechanism known as the Karmic Mirror. Neither metaphor nor mere folklore, this tool is said to manifest an individual's intentions back upon themselves, intentionally, ritually, and sometimes catastrophically. This report investigates the presence and function of the Karmic Mirror within Kabbalistic, theistic, Satanic, Masonic, Templar, and broader occult frameworks. This investigation delves into the cross-traditional presence of this technique, uncovering how hidden forces have long wielded the Karmic Mirror to judge, warn, or even destroy those who fall out of balance with cosmic or divine law. Introduction. What is the Karmic Mirror? At its core, the Karmic Mirror operates as a spiritual feedback system, but several traditions treat it as a deliberate act of reflection, a tool of confrontation. The Karmic Mirror is more than the natural law of karma. It is a deliberate spiritual reflection, a psychic or magical operation used to confront an individual with their own actions, either as a warning, judgment, or divine correction. Unlike passive karmic cause and effect, this is a mirror held up consciously, often by another practitioner, a ritual group, or through higher metaphysical intelligence. This concept appears in diverse traditions under various names and symbols, yet its mechanism and function remain remarkably consistent: to reveal, reflect, and rebalance. Kabbalah, the measure-for-measure principle. In Jewish Kabbalistic mysticism, the closest analog to the Karmic Mirror is midah k'neged midah, measure for measure. It refers to the spiritual law that a person's deeds are mirrored back upon them by divine justice applications. Gevurah, the sapphire of strength and judgment, governs this process. In advanced schools, such as Lurianic Kabbalah, there exist rituals of karmic invocation, wherein one may call upon divine forces to bring the dinam, judgments, into manifestation. These are not curses, but alignments of cosmic justice, often accompanied by inner visions, synchronicities, or radical life reversals in the target's path. Theistic Satanism, Lucifer as revealer. Within theistic or esoteric Satanism, particularly left-hand path traditions, the Karmic Mirror is seen as a tool of empowerment and divine justice. Satan, or Lucifer, is viewed as a liberator and judge, not evil, but a force that holds individuals accountable through reflective pain or illumination. Active justice, the practitioner becomes an enforcer of karmic law, delivering symbolic or literal consequences to others. Luciferian aspect, light is cast upon darkness, you will see what you have done. This path sometimes includes ritual enactments or spoken confrontations, where the target is shown their karma, through words, actions, or energetic ritual. In theistic Satanic and Luciferian traditions, the mirror is not just a reflection, it is an act of illumination. Lucifer, the light bringer, exposes hidden hypocrisy, guilt, or harm through experiential revelation. Key ritual dynamics. Practitioners may invoke Lucifer to reveal the truth of one's actions to themselves or others. The Karmic Mirror here may take the form of ritual bindings, shadow work, or even manipulated synchronicities. The goal is often not punishment, but gnosis through confrontation. Lucifer, as the arch symbol of divine rebellion and awakening, becomes the mirror that cannot lie. Occultism and magical reflection. Within Western occultism, especially in the traditions of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, chaos magic, and modern witchcraft, mirror magic is a well-documented form of energetic manipulation. Common practices obsidian or polished mirrors used in reflective rituals, sigils drawn in reverse or scripted incantations to bind by reflection, dream or astral mirrors to deliver symbolic consequences. Such rituals may serve as both defense and moral enforcement, commonly intended to return negativity to sender or allow the offender to experience their actions symbolically in dreams or waking synchronicities. In the Western mystery tradition, especially among chaos magicians and ceremonial occultists, the karmic mirror is used magically alongside sigils, Freemasonry and Templar resonance. Though Freemasonry publicly denies magical operations, its symbols and rituals speak in allegory, with mirror imagery central to certain initiatory rites. The Masonic Lodge is itself a temple of reflection, with architecture and ritual designed to reveal the inner man to himself. Key symbol: the chamber of reflection, a solemn room where initiates confront symbolic death and truth, often contains a literal mirror with cryptic inscriptions. This rite, which exists in multiple Masonic systems, forces the initiate to face his inner self, a symbolic internal karmic confrontation. In Templar esotericism, particularly among post-Rosicrucian branches, knights were taught to be mirrors of divine order, carrying out justice in the world without ego, as vessels of heavenly correction. Esoteric practitioners believe that rituals and symbols can influence the flow of karma and bring karmic balance into conscious awareness. In suppressed Templar texts, reportedly recovered during Napoleonic campaigns, initiates swore to act as mirrors of divine justice, delivering correction to those who strayed from sacred law. The mirror as archetype and agent. Psychologically, the karmic mirror can be understood through Jung's concept of the shadow, the repressed self that emerges through external projection. Spiritually, the mirror becomes a living archetype in the consciousness of the initiate, a tool that can be either weapon or initiation, depending on intent. In all systems explored, the mirror is not vengeance, but revelation. It is designed to break illusion, force growth, or exact justice. It can be invoked ritually, or it may occur spontaneously as a divine correction. Final reflections. The existence of the karmic mirror across so many traditions suggests it is not a construct, but a universal law, known by many names: dinam, Luciferian light, magical return, chamber of reflection, measure for measure. Whether invoked through ritual, experienced as divine intervention, or delivered through mystical confrontation, the mirror serves one ultimate function: to reveal the soul's truth by showing the world what it hides. The karmic mirror, as investigated across multiple esoteric domains, is not a myth. It is a ritualized, symbol-laden mechanism understood by adepts as a way to enforce universal balance, or perhaps to awaken the soul before it is lost. Some use it to warn, others to punish. All agree, once you are shown the mirror, you cannot unsee what stares back. One cannot lie to the mirror, and once it is revealed, there is no returning to ignorance.